Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Let's Get Loud podcast. This is a solo podcast episode with A. How are you guys? I feel like it's been forever since I talked to you. I've just been so busy since I got back from Chicago. I was able to go to a conference there, which was so fun. Didn't have enough time to like really explore Chicago, though, I must say. We were staying kind of outside of the city. Anyways, I just need to go back. But do you know what I do need to do? Is now I'm getting better, but I need to get better is when I'm leaving the kids, not feeling guilty, and I should be booking one extra night so I can actually see the cities I'm visiting, right? Next year's conference is in Nashville, and I've always wanted to go to Nashville, so I need to really remind myself, okay? I'm saying it out loud as a layer of accountability. Summer is like in full swing here. Super grateful that one of Alfie's footballs is over, the kids' basketball, the girls' basketball is over. It was a really like busy June with all of the things and all of the activities. So finally, we're having some slower mornings, which is my favorite part of summer. I mean, I don't really have a slower morning, but my family does, and that makes me feel good. Oh, why is someone calling me? We are not gonna, no, we're not gonna answer that. So sorry, everyone. And so we are um enjoying some slower mornings. I just love not making lunches. We've already done so much on our summer bucket list. We've gone strawberry picking, I feel like we've done so much, but we've done like little things every day. Oh, the kids went mini golfing. Neil's like doing all the little things around the house. I'm like, yes, Neil, get to work, sir. But it's just been really nice. Very grateful for the life that my family gets to lead in the summer. You know, I was at the dentist the other day, and the dentist, actually, we need to talk about the dentist. I was at the dentist, and she was saying that, like, that her child was still in daycare, same age as the girls, which makes sense. That's your older child. They're 10. They can't really stay home alone, especially not all day, every day. And the dentist was saying, like, just that her daughter's kind of growing out, or son, I can't remember. I think it was a son, kind of growing out of daycare. And I just thought, wow, like, how lucky are my kids that they have not had to go to daycare? I think I pulled Alfie out of daycare once he was in kindergarten. I think I managed to kind of rearrange my life to make that work. But I just like pausing for how beautiful my life is. And, you know, Neil not working in the summer is incredible. And sometimes I need to just take a step back and just look around my life and practice that gratitude. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but sometimes I think life gets so busy and sometimes we can hyper focus on what we don't have and what we're working towards that we forget to pause and be like, I'm so grateful for my current reality. Anywho, so that's like all my thoughts. Okay, the dentist. So every time I go to the dentist, every time I think of this, you go and the dentist is like, you're doing not bad, but like you could be flossing more. Also, do you guys lie to the dentist? Like when this is what when the dentist asks me, how often do you floss? I'm like, do you want me to tell you the truth or do you want me to lie? I just tell them the truth. I'm pretty sure my mouth tells them the truth. I also like never have cavities. Everything's good. So I'm not like, here, oh, this is good. This is a good metaphor. Flossing is like the action, right? And the result is like healthy teeth. Well, I'm not doing it that often and I'm still getting healthy teeth. So I'm not feeling the need to like actually do the action. And I'm connecting to this and our wellness journey. And where this really sometimes comes in is for all you people that are still enjoying your life in your 20s and your 30s and your like breasts are not at your knees, and you're not like having night sweats and brain fog and periods every 2 weeks. Um, Maybe there's things like in the wellness world, like drinking water, eating vegetables, and you still have energy, which is the result. And you're like, well, I don't really have to do those things because like I already have that energy. Well, I don't want to be that person's like, wait until you turn 40. But I just want to be like, you might get to a point where that doesn't work anymore. And then then you choose, do I want to change my actions to achieve the result that I'm looking for? And maybe you didn't have to floss every day in order to have healthy teeth, but all of a sudden you do. And then you choose whether you actually want to do it or not. I can also connect this. So, wow, I really miss you guys. When I was teaching, I was teaching grade 12 calculus. I'm sorry, I'm doing 10 things, obviously. I just ordered pizza for my family. And so I'm just checking and seeing when this pizza is going to be ready. Oh, it says 26 minutes. Okay, so when I was teaching high school math, I would see kids who had never struggled with math before. Okay. They never had to do the action of extra help, studying, practicing, maybe different strategies. They never had to do that before. Okay. They always got the result. The result was the 80s, let's say. They are 90s, hundreds. Some of these kids literally were always getting strong results on their math test. Well, everyone will hit their math wall at some point. Everyone. Some kids it happens in grade 1 and some kids it happens in grade 12. For me, it happened in second year, third year university. It's rough. But it will happen when you hit that wall. And what you used to do before doesn't work anymore. You're not getting the same results with the same actions. And then you decide if you want to change your actions. And the kids that I saw that were successful were not necessarily the smart kids, the kids that it came naturally to. The kids that I saw that were being successful, what even is success, were the kids that knew how to adjust their actions to get their desired results. And what I am bringing all of this back to you guys is your weight loss journey, your wellness journey. And I don't want you guys to stay stuck in, well, what used to work isn't working anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And it's like, we're going to need to change some of those actions. I was having a really great conversation with someone a couple days ago who um, has gained a little bit of weight over the last couple of years. She's the same age as me. And she's like, I'm doing all of these good things. And like, I'm gaining weight. I don't know what's going on. And, I obviously connected and said, like, I'm so sorry what you're going through. That was me a couple years ago. It was really hard to feel like my body wasn't my own and that I didn't have full control. And then at the end, and, here's the thing, people get almost defensive as to what they're doing. And this is why society tells us that weight gain is bad. Society tells us that living your life in a bigger body is bad. Society tells us that eating in a surplus is bad. So when we are faced with the reality of that, we're like, wait, am I bad? So we get defensive. The problem isn't in your actions. The problem is this a terrible expectation that society has set for women so that they feel like guilt and shame and embarrassment if they're creating a calorie surplus. It ends up being more about their worth. And obviously when you come for your worth, that's personal and it becomes personal. But we are rewriting that story. And so people get defensive when I'm having this conversation and they want to list to me all of the great things that they're doing for their wellness. And you know what? I'm going to pause and I'm going to be like, amazing. And before we talk about anything else, let's stop and be like, yay, me. Like, I go for walks, I move my body, I take my vitamins, I drink my water. Amazing. I'm proud of me and I do that for me. Like I need us to separate the weight from your actions. We need to separate your worth from your actions. So it's like, yay me. Okay? Now what? Now we need to just sit and be like, the actual actions I'm currently doing consistently are not getting me the results I'm looking for. So what do I want to do? Okay. Wow. All of this, we're coming back to the dentist. Are you ready? Do you guys floss more right after you've been to the dentist? Or do you go right straight back to your old habits? Do you just continue with flossing irregularly? Are you hardcore for a couple days? Like, what do you do when you come back from the dentist? I think most of you are probably going to tell me your flossing consistency increases. But what happens? Eventually, you're like, and it goes away. I'm going to ask you another question. If you went to the dentist for a cleaning once a month, do you think you would floss more consistently? I think you would tell me yes. And I'm going to ask you another thing. If you went to the dentist once a week, do you think you would floss more consistently than if you went once a month? And if you went month to month, do you think you would floss more consistently than when you go once every 6 months? And I think you guys would all say yes. Why? Why would going to the dentist more frequently increase the frequency of your flossing? It is because the dentist is a reminder. It is a connection to your focus, to your desired results, healthy teeth. Life gets busy and you need a connection to your focus daily. I have said this before and I'm going to say it again. If you are looking for results that you are not getting, so sorry, everyone. If you are looking for results that you're not getting, I'm going to ask you the very first question I'm going to ask you. Are you every single day connecting to your goal? Yes or no? If the answer is no, that's your first job. And I don't like using the word goal. I'm going to say focus because goal is like a destination. Goal is a result. You're not in control of that, but you are in control of your focus. You're in control of your direction. Okay. And sometimes we set a goal, we don't even know if we actually want the goal. Okay. So, like, let's just focus on our focus, focus on our focus, focus on the direction. You need a daily connection. And if you are not currently remaining focused, I want to ask you, hi. Oh, did you pick me a flower?
No, Chelsea gave me this.
What is it?
It's like something seeds.
Okay, just put it on.
Okay.
Mom's just on. I'm recording a podcast. You, that's okay. Your pizza's gonna be here in 19 minutes. Alfie, can you shut my door? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. This is summer life. Okay, the boys are playing this game. Have you guys heard of this game? If you have teenage boys, I feel like you have. It's this app where they all have water guns and then they have targets and they're like all the kids in the neighborhood are like trying to like get each other with water guns, but if you have goggles on, you're safe. It's a big thing. Anyways, they're moving around. I like it. I'm not mad about it. They're not sitting around on screens. Okay. So, we're coming back to accountability. We're coming back to the dentist. We're coming back to the daily reminder. We're coming back to, are you getting the results you're looking for? And the answer is no. Why are you not connecting daily? And all of this comes back to a template. Okay. I don't care what you use. You can use whatever tool you want. You can write down your goal every single day. You can have a quote that you look at. You can journal. You can fill in a template. You can have a conversation with a friend. I don't care what you do, okay? But do it every day. And so we are kicking off on Monday our 8-week summer accountability program, okay? And really, we are going to keep you connected to your focus every single day this summer, okay? But we are going to actually teach you how to be self-accountable. I'm not holding you accountable. You're going to hold yourself accountable. And that skill, it is a skill. Once you have that skill, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. And so the whole goal of this 8-week session is that you finish with a CEO mindset. Badass, owning all of your choices. I got this regardless of my circumstances. I'm owning my choices. We're doing 2 coaching sessions a week. One is going to be on accountability, and one is going to be on weight management. So more focused on like, you're going to a potluck. What now? Like more like day-to-day actionable items where the accountability is a bit more mindset focused. We have a brand new template for you, which I'm so excited. Love a new template. We've got a brand new template for the whole summer. Okay. And we are going to ask you to send an email to team once a week to check in. So if you are listening and you're like, I think I need that little extra kick in the butt. I need that extra connection. I need some inspiration. I need community. Do you know the power of community? I need community. If that's you, you need to join. We're starting Monday. We're kicking off the first coaching session on Monday. So I will put the link to join in the show notes of this podcast. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have an amazing weekend, and we will talk soon.